talk with Heather Lalk now. Fit to a T is her company. Fit to a T, personal training expert here. Talk a lot about nutrition because it's kind of hand in hand with the fitness side. And we've got some tips and tricks that we're going to talk about here on the show. Let's jump right into it.
And it's great to be on the show with Anthony as well, because I think that a lot of things he said very inspiring, but it also relates to different aspects of our lives as well as nutrition and our health, healthy lifestyle habit changes.
Yeah.
You do have to have a strategy in place, like you said, for your financial as well as for your health, because your body's like your house. If you sell it, burn it down, destroy it, where are you going to live?
Yeah, exactly.
Or have Thanksgiving dinner, right? These are the necessities of life that we have to always remember. Zig Ziglar had said once, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where it comes in as a plan. So my studio is private. It's very one-on-one. I do couples training, buddy workouts as well. But we really evaluate a client's current level and situation and goals, and then we customize it and make them a plan or a strategy that we can change as well as they go on further. And I try to integrate healthy lifestyle changes with nutrition, helping people to really realize that they need to listen to their bodies, because our bodies really know best, and we shouldn't ignore it, because we're always putting different things into our bodies, prescription drugs, the air we breathe, the water, so it affects everything.
Yeah, it really does. It's an overall comprehensive, idea when you start thinking about health. There's the physical side, the mental, the spiritual. It really comes into a lot of different areas. And you're located right there in Dunedin, so it's a great location, kind of central and in a lot of different areas in Tampa Bay, right here in the the Tampa Bay market.
Yeah, it's great. It's right by the trail as well. So a lot of times we go out and take little bike rides, or there's a park down the road where they do the bagpipes, which is one of my favorites.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, and there's a lot of different things to do. So even going out and doing like the Tour de Trail, when they go out, yes, you have some drinks and some food.
Nice.
But it's always, everyone gets together in the community and goes out and has a really good time, because working out and being healthy doesn't have to be grueling, and it doesn't have to be painful.
Fit2at.net is the website as well. We're talking with Heather Lalk here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So you got some tips and some tricks here, some ideas. The first one says, eat something light, full of fiber before big meals, maybe even vegetable broth, or sip on some bone protein. Broth.
I was thinking about all the different things, because even I'm guilty of it myself. There's so many foods that I don't normally eat, and I'm like, wow, and I fill my plate full of them, and then I'm not feeling so great afterwards.
Yeah.
So it is good, something full of fiber, even low glycemic fruits like a pear, if you want to go eat that prior to going to a big meal, and then that you can pace yourself. It gives your body some time to digest all those foods you're eating while you're having conversation with family and friends. And then too, we love to sit down, take a nap, watch football, but maybe before that, just take a really nice walk, because it's absolutely gorgeous out here. We're not having blizzards or anything like that, so
it really
take advantage of that.
Such a nice weather break that we've had here lately. It's awesome here in Tampa Bay. So I like the idea of getting active, staying out there. Sometimes too, I think it's kind of easing into it. I think if you wake up, do a little warm up, maybe just some stretching, then maybe later in the day you might feel more like hitting the weights or doing, push-ups or something more along those lines.
You do, and I always tell people, you have to have that plan. Knowing what to do and why you're doing it makes it a lot easier and a lot more doable, more realistic.
Yeah.
Even if people want to go to see a professional or a trainer like myself once a week or a couple times a month, at least you kind of have this strategy plan in order to be able to carry that through if you go outside and do a workout at home or even at another gym.
Yeah, I like the idea. Also in my office, so I've got my home office where I work out most of the time. A lot of times people say, where's your office? We got an office in Palm Harbor. I've got one in Tampa with my radio show. But, the home is where I like to work out of. I'm looking at Lake Tarpon, so I've got the lake view now. But I have a little small trampoline in my office. And I took it from a page out of Tony Robbins when I went to his Business Mastery. But every so often I'll get up, I'll just jump on the trampoline, kind of get my blood flowing,
Oh, yeah. Anything like that burst of energy, jumping, anything plyometric type stuff, that's going to spark your central nervous system. wakes everything up. So that's a great idea. I always tell a lot of my clients, because they're working adults, that get up and take a walk or stretch. And I show them stretches that they can do for specific ailments, if they have shoulder issues, knee issues, because that soft tissue is what's having that supple is going to help you not have a lot of injuries. It's going to save you from that, as well as me really making sure people are working on their core, because that helps with back problems, throwing out your back. So that's your support center.
Yeah, your neck, because you're leaning over looking at your laptop or your phone a lot.
Yeah.
Working with the core is going to help strengthen that.
Yes, exactly. And a lot of those things that you have, it gives you a lot more flexibility in your spine, because a lot of that, it's kind of like a domino effect. If you have issues, it just kind of traces all the way down. It can affect you emotionally, it can affect your digestion, and so forth.
Yeah, I've been trying that intermittent fasting for the last few weeks, and it seems like it's kind of I'm getting more used to it, because I used to want to wake up and eat something and kind of kick the metabolism in. But there's more and more studies saying, hey, if you can wait till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon to eat, that you're and I see it in your notes here. You talk about the men should fast every 3 months to bring up the T count, so the testosterone counts will increase for men.
Yeah, because men, after they hit puberty, their testosterone levels should be level and high throughout their whole lifespan. But because we have so many pesticides, the 1945, their T counts are normally on average 700. Today, which is supposed to be the most powerful, greatest times ever, men's T counts are at 300 on average. So I just went to I had a vendor table actually at one of the workshops with Dr. Patrick Flynn, and he's a hormone specialist. And he said men should at least every 3 months fast for 72 hours. It will jack their T counts up hundreds of points.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been going to Infinity Medical Institute over there, and they're doing a great job with the bio natural. It's all based on. It's funny how it's based on a yam. It's based on a yam, and so my levels are real high, and it's you feel it. You feel great with it. So Heather Lalk, fit2at.net is her website. Thanks so much for coming in today, guys. Appreciate it, and keep up the good work out there. Doing a good job.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Absolutely. All right, stay with us when we come back here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got Tina Russell coming in studio, Envision It Home Staging, also Jessica Russell, Gifted Eye Design here on the Consumer Quarterback Show.